Why is it that some people seem to just keep getting ahead and other people stay stuck? I've been really thinking about this recently of why are people limited and then other people seem unlimited? They seem like they can just keep pushing through to new kind of ways of having their life be bigger, to go beyond the boundaries of what they had previously experienced. And I want to explain to you something that I'm calling the foundation of belief, okay? I'm sure this has many different ways that you could describe this, but I think that of the successful people that I look at, of the people that go ahead and build great businesses and build great churches and do other great things with their lives, they have this unbelievable belief in what they're doing and almost a belief in themselves. I don't know, a belief that it can be done, a belief that something is not impossible. They almost have this capacity to eliminate doubt or maybe just diminish doubt so much that they can ignore it, you know? And I've been thinking about this applied to my own life because, you know, I'm not an ultra successful person. I'm a very ordinary person. I'm sure many of you out there feel the same as me. I went to an average high school. I passed university, but like barely. I haven't achieved anything all that great in my life. I love my life. I'm proud of who I am as a person. But you know, I'm a very normal person. And over these last 5 years, as I've built this side business and I've made this YouTube channel, currently it's all about building healthy side businesses. I'm actually a full-time pastor, which is what I love to do. And I wanted to build a side business to be a blessing to my family. I've got 4 kids and I didn't want, I wanted to have more finance, but without it killing my time. And so that's what this channel is all about. And as I went on this journey of building this side business, there were moments where I came up against my own doubts, and they were these walls that I had to make a choice. I had to get to the point where I either believed those doubts or I believed that those doubts were false. I believed that it was an artificial limitation. And I have decided to settle on this thought about life, okay? My thought is this, and I hope this doesn't sound arrogant because I believe this can apply to all people, not just me. And my belief is that I can do it. My belief is that it can be done. I've decided I'm gonna approach life in a way that I believe. And for me, as a person of faith, I believe that God is with me. I believe I'm made in the image of God, and I'm not better than anyone else. They're all made in the image of God too. But I believe that actually these limits are just in our thinking. And I've decided that I'm going to build that business, and it's not going to have a negative impact on my family, and it's not going to have a negative impact on my church. I believe that all of it is going to function together. I'm believing that there is a way that I can solve those problems. And I have decided to tackle my situation from a foundation of belief rather than a foundation of doubt. Now, I don't believe this is arrogant because, like I said, everyone can do this. There's nothing special about what I'm saying or the way that I view myself. I don't believe I'm better than anyone. But I've decided that there's more opportunity in life than what I was originally led to believe. I believe that humans are amazing, and that if we are actually created in His image, that you're smart, that you're creative, that you're a problem solver, that you're resilient, that you're tenacious, that you can learn things, that You can get up again and again and again until something succeeds. No matter how many times you fail. And honestly, it kills me when I see talented people, far more talented than I am, and they're stuck in their imaginary cave. They are stuck in their own doubts, insecurities, and the way that they see themselves in the world. And it's like the full-grown elephant that's been trained its whole life, and as a kid, it had a little bit of string around its ankle, and it was tied to a stake, and as a kid, that elephant couldn't move that rope. And so as that elephant got stronger and bigger, it believes that it can't move. It lives within its imaginary cage. And even though it has the power and the capacity to just rip that thing out of the ground and go away and do whatever it wants and live its life of its dreams, instead it stays trapped, nailed to this old view of itself. And it's sad. Maybe another analogy is of, a flea circus. I've never actually seen a flea circus, but I've heard about the way that they train these fleas, which normally can jump really, really far. They put them in a box, and the fleas keep jumping and hitting the ceiling until the fleas learn, I can't jump more than this far. And then they can take the lid off, and the flea will never jump out of the box, even though it has the capacity to do it. It's believed in its own limit. I want to encourage you to establish a foundation of belief, not one of doubt. Decide from now on that anything is possible. And it's not just positive thinking. I'm all for positive thinking. I want to be a positive person. I think I used to be pretty negative. I don't think being negative is helpful at all. It's not helpful to be cynical. I want to be positive, but I think this is actually rational thinking, is that the universe has an unlimited number of possibilities. And there are we say there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, which is a really weird analogy. But basically my way of thinking about that is that there's 1,000 ways that something can be done. And so that means I've got 1,000 opportunities of success, and I only need to find one. So to start that business, there are 1,000 ways that I could build a few $1,000s extra income to be a blessing to my family. There's 1,000 ways I could do that. And you know what? I actually really believe that. And I have found one way to do that. I do that through lead generation. I don't go too much into my business model in this channel, but there are 1,000 ways that you could find something that fits with your life, that fits with your family, that fits with your interests and your talents and your passions. And it could be fun, and you could actually upskill, and you'll feel good about yourself. Like the whole thing can actually work well together. I have found that happening in my own life. That's why I wanted to start this channel. I believe that you can too. I want to encourage people out there. I'm not saying that this is going to be easy, but I'm saying it's possible. And it's irrational to think that it's impossible with the tools that we have today, with the internet, with technology, with digital stuff, software, ChatGPT, AI, all this stuff that's coming down the line just makes things easier and opens up more possibilities to what you could do. I'm not saying that you're going to be the best in the world at everything. In fact, from this foundation of belief, I'm not saying that I believe I could be an NBA player. Okay? I'm 39 years old. I hurt myself every time I go to the gym. Okay? I can't jump. I'm never going to be an NBA player. But if I was really passionate about basketball, I actually do believe that if I worked hard enough, I could end up with some job that is related to basketball. I could work in something that I like. If that was the case. It's not the case. I already do what I love. That's why I'm doing it. I believe it's possible. And the good decisions in my life that I've made that were risky were made with a foundation of belief. And I mentioned my belief is that God is with me. I don't know what you believe, but at least believe that it's possible. At least believe that as a rational human being, that It is possible. And for someone who won't quit, for someone who won't believe, or someone who won't buy into that lie, that doubt of that elephant with the little thin little string still tied to its leg. Establish a foundation of belief. Reprogram yourself. I want to encourage you. Stop saying what you cannot do. I get it. There's lots of things I can't do. Still, I'm going to operate from a foundation of belief. Number 2, imagine and dream. For some of you, this is really easy. For some of you, this is hard. I find that being visionary is something that comes to some naturally, and others have to learn it. But regardless, everyone can be visionary. And you need to write down what your vision is. You need to define it. In fact, we've all heard these statistics of people who write goals down versus people who don't. And I've certainly found that it's true. I wrote down my plans on how we were going to be able to save to buy a house here in Hong Kong, which just seemed impossible when all we had was student loans, me and my wife. And, and yet here I am sitting in our dream home because we wrote it down and we just chipped away at that thing for years. We had a plan. Write it down. What is your dream? Can I share with you mine? Can I share with you the dream for my life? My dream is that I serve God. Okay. I don't know about you, but I want to do that with my life. Number 2, I want to have an epic marriage and family. Families first. Number 3, I want to do life with amazing people, amazing friends. I want to have a pumping church. My life changed in church. That's why I'm a pastor. I want to build a great church. I want to help thousands of people through our church. I want to have influence in a positive way on the world around me. That's why I started this YouTube channel. I want to encourage some people. And I want to have a profitable, rewarding business where I learn skills and it doesn't hurt my time and it adds value to my life and adds finance and opportunities to my life. I want to have financial freedom. These are my dreams. Cool. Yours will be different. I have others too. I mean, my list could keep going on. I want to do things with music and all these other things. But you've got to imagine and dream. And dream from a foundation of belief. One of my dreams is to make enough money from my side business to be able to let my wife do whatever she wants, whether she wants to work longer or whether she wants to stop work completely. That's part of my dream. It's a really lofty dream, but it's part of my dream. And the third thing is you got to get to work. You got to start learning. You got to start building, and you fail till you win. From a foundation of belief. You're going to get around obstacles because you believe that it's possible. You believe that there's a solution. And you're going to stick with it. And you're not just going to get itchy feet and get distracted and have shiny object syndrome. You're going to commit to it. You're going to get to work because you believe that it's possible. You have a foundation of belief. You don't believe that you're amazing, although I'm sure you're amazing. But you just believe that it can be done. And that you're an intelligent human being who won't quit. Whatever you do, break out of that cage. Get to work. Come on. The world is there for the taking. But it's only going to be taken by those who believe that it's possible. And I understand a lot of people who believed they could climb Mount Everest and then ended up dying on the mountain. I understand that. That's part of life. I'm not saying I'd rather be in that category because I don't want to die on Mount Everest and I have no interest in doing that at all. But I think the mindset is valuable there. Just make a decision. This is what I want to encourage you to do. That rather than having a foundation of unbelief, you're going to operate with a foundation of belief. And this is a decision. It's a decision to reprogram. You can base it off whatever you like. Base it off yourself and how good you think of yourself, or in my case, I base it off who I am in Jesus. And I also base it off the fact that I think that in life there's thousands of ways that things can be done. So as I've already mentioned. So set that. Okay, I'm going to operate I'm going to believe this business is possible. I'm going to believe that I can learn anything. I believe that I can find a client. I believe that I can solve this problem, whatever it is. And I believe you're going to start making some big waves in your life, and that you're going to move into whole new adventures, new areas of your life that you never thought possible before. Start to dream. Set that foundation of belief and say no when the voices of doubt come, because they're coming. They're not going to stop. But you're going to say no. All right. I felt a bit preachy in this video. I was passionate. I hope that's encouraged you. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about this. Please subscribe to the channel. I would love to be able to get more videos out like this. And when a video does well, I want to make more content around that type of topic. So let me know in the comments down below, and check out this video up here if you want to kind of know your next steps in starting a side business. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.